Hello and welcome to this month's School Board Report for 2022. I'm Emily Choleva and joining me today is School Board President John Landers. Welcome and thank you so much for joining us.
No, it's always great to be here, Emily. As a former BSTN student, it's always great to be back in the studio.
Awesome. So, Mr. Landers, as spring approaches, what are some of the major topics of discussion for the board meeting in terms of staffing?
Well, I think one of the biggest items we as a board are trying to handle right now is that we have to identify and hire a new treasurer for the district. That position's posted, and we've held some initial screening interviews. But we're a big school system. That have a lot of students, have a lot of employees, and we want to make sure that we bring someone that is well versed in the treasurer role, but also meshes well with us as a board, as well as with our district leadership team. And then as we employ a lot of teachers in our district, and teachers are in varying stages of their career. So some teachers retire, as tough as it is to say goodbye to teachers we all love and care about. So we always have to be looking for that next generation of teachers, and starting to look at staffing for next year. There's an upcoming teacher job fair at the ESC on March 30th at 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. We'll be there and have an active presence, looking to identify some potential upcoming teachers to interview.
And I'm very aware that Boardman High School has had some very fortunate successes in the staffing department. Can you please elaborate on these individuals?
Sure. We had to fill a health and teacher position. We hired DJ Doda, who we also recently hired as our football coach, so he'll be starting in the district at the upcoming school year. And we've also found a great science teacher in Lauren Gerberry, who's actually coming back to the district. I think she was previously at Glenwood, but will be at the high school replacing Mark Duramo, the older Mark Duramo, who's going to be at the end of his retire-rehire contract. So,
awesome. And I understand the February board meeting was filled with numerous accounts of student and staff recognition. Can you please tell me who were some of the individuals mentioned and what were the accomplishments?
Sure. I think that's one of our favorite parts as a board, to be able to do that at different meetings. So starting off, and I think we really hit the arts, the academics, and the athletics in that meeting. So we had 10 BHS artists who were named Scholastic Art Gold and Silver Key winners. So we had them at our board meeting, and we also had their art displayed at the meeting in the BPAC. And then we were able to honor our fall sports student athletes. We had several that were named Players of the Year in their respective conference. Ryan Sam and Madison Murphy in boys and girls golf, Cole Conkson in boys soccer, and Ava Valco in tennis, and also Coach Simeone, who's the boys soccer coach, I believe the district coach of the year. So we honored him as well. And then from the academic perspective, I think this project had happened a little bit ago, but we wanted to highlight Project Stream, which was an effort done for the 8th graders at Glenwood. That was really kind of a day-on, hands-on field study where they got to go outside and work with local environmental experts who guided them. And what was really cool about that opportunity is that a recent Boardman alum, Casey Zaitsu, who's interning in that area, was kind of their guide and kind of coaching them throughout the day. So, I'm always a big fan of opportunities where students can go out and do practical things and not just, do the theory. It's like what we're doing here, the practice of actually building a production, filming it, editing it, and releasing it to the public. So it's good. All great things to highlight, and we're always glad to be able to interact with our students.
All right, and we've been speaking a lot about our high school accomplishments, and now in terms of our little Spartans just beginning their educational journeys. As we currently speak, kindergarten registration day is taking place at the 3 elementary schools. What would you like to say to the parents as they join the Spartan family?
I think, first off, welcome. It's a great family. I was lucky enough to go through this district. You, as well as, kind of your peers that are here filming this are Spartans as well. So we look forward to meeting and interacting that kind of next generation of our Spartan family. It's always an exciting and busy time for kindergarten registration. We want to make sure that they know they can reach out to our enrollment office to make an appointment to get registered. That number is available on our website, but is also 330-259-7189. We always advise people to try to register as early as you can. You don't want to miss it. It gets you in our communication chain to hear updates from the principals of the respective buildings, but also about opportunities like Success by 6, which is a great local program that the United Way runs, as well as open houses, school supply information, and other important information, because we want to make sure, when they start kindergarten in the fall, that they're ready to go and ready to learn, because it's an exciting time, but we want to make sure everyone's prepared.
Of course. All right, and entering into a new upcoming season, what are some of Boardman's, I would say, can't miss out on events, and what should the board and the district keep an eye out for?
Well, I think one of the big ones I think you're pretty involved in, I think we're always excited for Project Mayhem, which is on March 25th, and tickets are available at the high school at BHS Door 1 during school hours. That's I think is a can't miss event. But always, it's across all of our things. We know we have a Jazz Fest concert on April 5th. That has a 2-time Grammy Award winning performer who's going to be performing with our students, which I think is really great. Eric Marienthal is a saxophone player who's performed with artists like Billy Joel, Elton John, Stevie Wonder, and Aaron Neville. This show is open to the public and free to our senior citizens as well, as is a lot of our band concerts. So we know spring sports are already practicing and are getting ready to start competing. And we're at kind of the tail end of our winter sports season. We have 5 AAC championship teams that we'll plan to have at our next board meeting in March. And as of today is Thursday, March 10th, I know we have some additional competitors leaving for state in boys and girls bowling, as well as in wrestling. And the Vindicator Spelling Bee is this weekend, and I think we just want to wish good luck to Lily Vondran and Evan Mormon, who are students from Center and Glenwood, who are going to be participating in the Spelling Bee.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Mr. Landers. The school board's regular meetings are held the 4th Monday of each month at Boardman High School. The next one is set for Monday, March 28th at 6:30 p.m. The school board would love to see you there. For BSTN signing off, I'm Emily Choleva.